Today's review is sponsored by Tipsy, Lola, and Vetter, three of the neediest dogs that I have to take care of. I'm at their house for the week, so here's some cute puppies for you.
Watch it, Alan, I'm shooting.
Truck Turner.
Don't be no goddamn problem.
No problem.
You open this goddamn gate, you're gonna get the biggest enema of your life.
Hello all, as you can see I'm not in my typical location once again. We will eventually get back to my typical filming location, but until then I'm at Tipsy, Lola, and Vetter's house for a week, and I wanted to get a video out to you guys, so you'll have to deal with the location. Typical disclaimer, I apologize for if the audio is off and if the lighting is off. This is just the best location in this house to film. But hey, we have cute doggies around us, so that makes everything better. But on that note, let's get into the review. So today we're looking at one of my favorite movies in the Blaxploitation genre. Isaac Hayes is a pretty big name in the Blaxploitation genre. He got his start as a musician, and he eventually won an Oscar for Best Original Song, that being the theme song to Shaft.
Who's a black private dick that's a sex machine to all the chicks? Shaft! Damn right.
Then in 1974, he had his first two starring roles, Tough Guys and Truck Turner. The movie follows a bounty hunter named Truck Turner. Oh, the irony. He and his partner Jerry have a run-in with a pimp named Gator who has skipped his bail. After a fun car chase, Gator is gunned down in a shootout between Truck Turner and his partner.
I got more money on me than you make in a year. Here, take it, man. Freeze.
This both devastates and angers Gator's lover, Dorinda, played by Nichelle Nichols. She sets out to get revenge against Truck by gathering all the pimps in the city and putting out a hit on the bounty hunter.
You're trying to piss standing up. You are going to get a lot of people wet.
I know it. 'Cause there ain't a Mac here's man enough to ice Truck Turner.
And what follows is a very solid and very entertaining entry in the Blaxploitation genre. This is a good crime thriller full of charismatic characters. The dialogue is so much fun. While the action in this movie is good, it's the dialogue that keeps you entertained between the action, and there's a good amount of it. Some of my favorite moments are just listening to the banter between the characters. Truck and Jerry make a good team. They have a good back and forth between each other both during the action sequences and outside of the action sequences.
Last time I listened to you, they put penicillin in my ass.
So everybody gets it once.
Some twice. Anyway, my old lady gets out tomorrow, and I can wait.
Yeah, man, you're going to be deep off into that for days.
You got that right, my man. Always.
The movie has its more serious moments and its more entertaining moments. Everybody involved in this flick knew what kind of movie they were making. A fun, entertaining crime thriller. There are so many memorable lines in this flick. One in particular really caught my attention. So, back in 2007, Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez made this Grindhouse double feature, Planet Terror and Death Proof. Stick with me here, I have a point to this. So, during the making of this film, they had these two features, and they had fake trailers that played both during and between each feature. They had a contest where amateur filmmakers made their own fake trailers for the movie, and the winner would get to be showcased in this double feature. And the trailer that won was Hobo with a Shotgun.
Spread the word, you dirty cocksuckers. Tell all your grave robbing friends I want them out of the city now!
Hobo with a shotgun.
The trailer was so popular that the makers of this trailer eventually made a feature film starring Rutger Hauer. That one is pretty fun. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I do remember enjoying it to an extent. The reason I bring this up is because both the fake trailer and the feature film have this line in it.
I want that homo stand on my wall tonight, and whoever brings it to me gets all my bronze!
I'm guessing that the filmmakers got inspiration from Truck Turner because we see this line in the movie.
I want that bastard Truck Turner, and I want him dead. The man who kills him gets my broads.
Apart from the dialogue, which I love, the action is solid. In the first act of the film, we get a pretty good car chase. There's nothing like a practically done car chase, especially from the 70s. There's just something about speed and stunts and crashes that you cannot capture with CGI. There is a randomness to destruction and chaos, whether it be from the destruction of a building, an explosion, or a car getting into an accident, blah, 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 that you cannot capture with CGI. We also get some quality shootouts. One of my favorite scenes in Blaxploitation cinema is the hospital shootout.
Man, you son of a bitch, your ass is mine. You better go for it, because I'm damn sure going for mine.
I have this scene in my opening montage to my reviews. Plenty of people have asked me where this scene is from, so, well, there it is. But it is the characters that make Truck Turner such a good flick. It's true that characters are important in every genre and every movie, but the Blaxploitation genre in particular put a lot of focus on making cool, smooth, charismatic main characters and side characters.
Could have brought me some flowers.
I got some beer.
This is one of the reasons why the Blaxploitation film movement was such a hit. These movies were about winning, and this was back when America was still involved in the Vietnam War, so audiences liked watching movies that were about winning. Especially black audiences, since, you know, as the Blaxploitation film movement started basically in 1970 and was a big hit in the early 70s because black audiences were finally getting movies made for them. They were finally able to see characters they could identify with. They were getting their own stories and their own heroes, which was very important at that time because, of course, you had the civil rights movement in the 60s, and it had pretty much transitioned into this new movement in the 70s. So these movies were very important to the black audiences. One of the first things we see in this movie is Truck Turner beating up a racist sex offender. And who doesn't enjoy watching that?
Well, come on, that's enough! Ain't you beat him enough?
Truck Turner is an easy character to root for. He's very charming, very likable, and he is a badass. But what I appreciate is that, yes, Truck Turner does kick ass, but he's not invincible. There's a bar fight in the first act of this film. Truck and Jerry are fighting this group of people in a bar. They do win, they do throw down, but they do get punched. Truck Turner does have some cuts and bruises on him by the end of the fight.
Everybody, drop him! Come on, you heard him! If anybody asks you what happened, tell them you've been hit by a truck. Matt Truck Turner.
I can't stand when a movie or story, TV show, whatever, makes their main character invincible or seemingly invincible. They never get hit, they never take any damage, they never have to struggle. That's not satisfying for me. I like tension in my movies, and when you see a character take damage, it makes it more effective because it's like, okay, yes, they do have to struggle. They could die. They could lose. That's one of the reasons why I like Bruce Lee movies, but I would never put them at the top of any of my lists because, you know, the characters in his movies are just so badass that you rarely, if ever, see him take any damage. Rarely, if ever, see him, like, actually get the shit kicked out of him. It's why I prefer characters like Indiana Jones, John McClane, Michelle Yip, played by Michelle Yeoh. What a stretch. Michelle Yip is in this great movie called Royal Warriors. You should check it out. It's a fantastic martial arts movie, but let's move on. But my point is, these characters kick ass, but they take damage. It makes the victory feel all the more satisfying. That's what I love about this opening fight sequence in Truck Turner. It shows that the guy is badass. He can kick ass, but he can also take damage, which creates the tension. Okay, yes, this guy could die, therefore there are stakes in the film.
All right, y'all, let's stop this move.
Truck Turner has so many good qualities for a character like this. He has that deep voice, which is fitting for a badass character. He has that good, strong build. He sleeps with his gun, and he has a cat. And every woman that watches this movie will indeed orgasm. You know what? Screw it. Everyone's gonna orgasm. Regardless of what your gender is or your sexual orientation, you are going to orgasm. Truck is just that goddamn desirable.
God damn, Francis, where the hell you going? She's mine, Francis.
Hello, Francis.
And the side characters are also great. You have the main villain, Blue, played by Yaphet Kotto. He's not the one in charge, but he's striving to be the one in charge. He is basically a henchman, but he's like the main bad guy of the movie. He's a great bad guy. He's intimidating. He's the man with the plan. He's the one that does the most damage to Truck Turner, emotionally at the very least. I won't spoil it here, but let's just say he does really know how to get to Truck and knows how to really damage Truck.
And you have a friend, his name is Truck Turner. His death has just been insured. We want you to call him so he can collect his premium.
Then you have Nichelle Nichols playing Dorinda. She's the woman organizing the hit on Truck. She may not be the main villain, but she is the one pulling the strings. You know, she's the one who sets everything into motion. She's a great villain. I mean, she's got some good one-liners. I would say of all the villains of the film, she's the one who steals the show.
Her clients think she's too good to fuck. They call her Colonel Sanders because she's finger-licking good.
Oh, mama.
Scatman Crothers has a cameo in this film. It's always good to see him. And then we have genre legend Dick Miller in a small role in this film. Dick Miller is a kind of a good luck charm for movies. If you see him in a film, no matter how small the role is, there's a good chance that the flick is going to, at the very least, be entertaining. That's a rule for genre films. Dick Miller is a good luck charm.
Turner! Wait a second, man. Has a problem. 500 apiece. Be reasonable.
Say, man, who you trying to jive? Don't you know this pimp is going to cut or shoot anything that comes after him? At the very least, we got to kick that son of bitch's ass.
Okay. 1,000.
Truck Turner is just such a fun crime thriller. It's one of my favorite Blaxploitation films, at least in the top 3. It has a great, charismatic main character. You have some good side characters. You have some good villains. You have some good action, some good one-liners. Basically, it's just a good movie. I would highly recommend this one for a fun movie night. And with that, let's get to the Grindhouse rankings. We've got a body count of 15. The kills are all gunshot related, but they are all solid shootouts. There is a little nudity with a shot of some breasts, but not much else. Truck Turner is a great main character. Likeable, cool, badass, and he has a cat. Pets make everything better. The side characters are also good. They add entertainment between the action. And the villains are also good. Plenty of antagonists for Truck to deal with. There are some fun one-liners throughout the film. It's that extra spice on top of an already good dish that makes it better. The action is solid. We get a good car chase and some great shootouts, including one of my favorite shootouts in Blaxploitation. I'm giving this a 4.8 out of 5. Truck Turner is a good crime thriller and one of my favorite Blaxploitation movies. As always, I want to thank all of you for continuing to watch and support this channel. Please leave a comment down below. Let me know your favorite movie badass, particularly a badass from the 70s. If you can't think of one from the 70s, give me one from any decade, but if you can think of one from the 70s, please let me know that one. This is the Maniac and Vetter, here to remind you that the Grindhouse will never die. And Tipsy and Lola too, but they're asleep also, so I don't want to wake them up. Oh. I'm not going to be able to move for a while.